Good morning and welcome to Mission Alive. I'm Sister Mary Ruth Bayard, a daughter of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, and I'm very happy to be here to share some stories of Mission Alive in my life. I was in Papua New Guinea for 40 years and I had many experiences, but I'd like to share with you this morning one particular one that has always been in my mind as one of the most important. I was privileged to share with a priest and another sister the call to go to an area in the southern part of Papua New Guinea to begin a new mission where there had been only the evangelization of the people by the London Missionary Society. Two of the boys from one of the villages in that particular area, called the Rego area, had come to school in Port Moresby out at our school in the village at Hanawabada. And there with Sister Margaret Harrington, they learnt about the Catholic faith and both were baptized. One of them, Michael Joseph, came from a village called Borragina, and his uncle was the chief there. He went home for holidays and he spoke to his uncle about his newfound faith. And the uncle was very impressed. They were not so keen on the London missionaries who came. They needed someone who would be there for them, and they felt that they moved away too quickly. So Tom, the uncle, told Michael to talk to the bishop in Port Moresby and to ask whether there would be a possibility of at least first sending a Catholic teacher there. Bishop Copus at that time was very eager to send someone into that area because from Port Moresby until the area of Alatau there was no Catholic presence. So arrangements began to be made, but unfortunately there was no one available just at that particular time, and the bishop promised one. Something would be happening at the beginning of 1962. I was on leave in Australia and I received a letter saying that I had been chosen with another sister, Sister Paul O'Connor, and a priest called Bishop Moore. And we were chosen to go and begin this mission. So we went down there and we began in the school. And Sister, who also taught, was also a nurse, and she did some of the nursing there, starting little clinics. Some of the people in the village immediately said they would like to learn how to become a Catholic. They'd like to learn about the Catholic faith. And so in 1963, we began catechism classes, or what we would now call the RCIA. Father was able to take the men, and I was privileged to take the women. And we used for instruction the Motu language of the people round about Port Moresby, because as a trading language also, it was known by other people. So for a whole year, they were receiving instructions. And then the following year, we had baptisms. And this is where a most beautiful experience came. After the baptism, one very old lady, who took the name Anna, came to me afterwards and she put her arms around me and she said, "Oh, Sinagu," which in language meant my mother. And I said, "Anna, I'm not your mother. I'm more like your daughter." And still holding me, she said, "No, today you made me born into a new way of living. So you are my mother." And for me, that was a most beautiful experience, to realize that I had been able to do something that had given them an idea of they too had a mission